And you thought business talk was boring.
3 entrepreneurs.
No rules.
Mr. Preneur TV.
Hey guys, Mr. Preneur TV, 3 entrepreneurs, no rules. All right, to my right, we got Shane Patrick Cruz is back here. Will Roy with Blue Brandon. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. Feeling good, man. A little chilly, though.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's tell everybody where we're at, though. We got a gorgeous view. We're at the Berkeley Hotel here in Richmond, Virginia. We've been dying to get this shot here. We've been looking forward to doing this episode, and it's only fitting that we do it on this episode because this is a very special episode that we're doing today. So this is the Lil Dicky Mr. Preneur TV episode. Now let me explain that, because some people don't know what Shane, you want to tell them who Lil Dicky is?
So Lil Dicky is he went to U of R, he went to University of Richmond, and he is a rapper, but he became famous because he wanted to do an epic rap video, but for no money. So that's the key. He didn't want to spend any money on it, but he wanted to create the most epic rap video ever done.
If you haven't seen it, we'll be featuring clips here for you. We won't actually show the entire music video, but you can definitely go on YouTube and check that out. But the whole premise and reason why we're doing this is because what Lil Dicky did is the mindset that every entrepreneur needs to have. All right, we've heard all excuses from, I don't have the money, I don't have the equipment, I don't have this, I don't have that. There are no excuses. If you want to get something done, you go get it done. And in Lil Dicky fashion, we got this glorious suite here at the Berkeley Hotel for, guess what? How much did we pay, Will? $0. All right, so you can make things happen.
This is probably one of the best views in all of the city right here.
Great
at
view.
the governor's suite here at Berkeley Hotel.
We might even stick around and get some room service, guys. What
I
do you
think so.
I think, yeah.
Might stick around and get some room service. All right, so the first part of the video, it shows Lil Dicky going around this exclusive neighborhood, all these mansions, insane houses. And he literally walks up to every door he can, knocks on the door and says, hey, my name's Lil Dicky, we're doing a rap video. Would you mind us using your house for 15 minutes just so we can get some epic shots, like to showcase a music video? Countless time after countless time, people kept turning around saying, there's no way we're gonna let you in the house, there's no way we're gonna let you film. Finally, some little old lady said, all right, all you need is 15 minutes? Sure, you can come on in and do this. So we're gonna show that piece right here.
Hi, my name's Dave. I know this is kind of ridiculous, but I'm actually a rapper, and we're shooting a music video all about how we can make the most epic rap video ever for no money. So we were just driving by, like looking at nice houses, and we noticed yours, and we were wondering if we could maybe come in and get a few shots. We saw this house. Oh. Do you guys live in one of these houses? Because I'm shooting a music video. I'm actually a rapper. Huh? Lil Dicky, the rapper.
No, thanks, Dave.
No shot?
No, good luck with your video.
Really epic video.
Unfortunately, no.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
My name's Dave.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
And you are?
So I'm actually a rapper, and I'm shooting a music video where the concept of the video is how can I make the most epic rap video ever for no money, right? Like what's a part of an epic rap video? Like nice cars, nice houses. So we're going around hoping that someone would let us use their house for 15 minutes to film.
You want to do it right now?
If it's possible.
Is it just you guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
15 minutes in and out.
I suppose that's all right.
That's great. Sorry to disturb you. This is my crew, small crew.
All right, so the fact that Lil Dicky went from house to house is insane. How many people have thought about doing something like that? Like, hey, I need this for a shoot, or I know I've thought about this. You guys have awesome equipment for videography and photography, but I actually thought, I'm not gonna release it on the show because there's a project that we're working on that I may have to borrow a piece of equipment that just came out. But Will, have you ever thought about just borrowing somebody's equipment to use for something?
Man, more than you can imagine. Before I bought this stuff, that's all I would do. Borrow, go out and see who has what I need. If they have it, let me use it.
Well, one thing I actually thought about, so without giving too much away about the equipment that we're going to be utilizing here in the next few weeks, I actually thought about going on Craigslist. And as a business owner, I was thinking, okay, if somebody has this piece of equipment that I need, what could I exchange for it? So I thought about, hey, maybe I'll give them a month free of laundry service. Maybe I'll do a free 2-hour bubble soccer event. If they need social media presence, hey, maybe Anderson Consultant can come in and do some stuff like that for them. But, I mean, there are a number of different ways that you can finagle and barter with somebody. What about yourself, Shane? You ever done anything where you had to barter for services to be able to get equipment or whatever the case is?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I very first started out, I did. Well, I mean, it's what I talked about on the second episode. Is I wanted to be able to use pro equipment to get started, and I was really very interested in pro studio lighting. So I contacted a professional fashion photographer here in Richmond and asked if I could assist her, mainly so I can get the experience working with a professional photographer in an industry that I wanted to be in, which is key. And then once I got there, I was able to work with all the professional lighting and her $6,000 professional camera. So yeah, I mean that's what I did. Not even 5 months in to decide I was going to be a photographer.
And still on that premises, myself personally, I'm actually doing something like this right now, where I'm actually going to pull it. I have this little camera, all right? This guy actually gave it to me. I had to go on Amazon.
I bought that thing years ago.
Yeah, I had to go on Amazon and get the battery pack, like to charge it. But I've been doing all my vlogging. So if you haven't seen my vlog, you can check that out right here. But it's actually shot on this little dinky camera, all right? And the fact when I first started, I kept thinking, I need this piece of equipment, and Shane's helping me. I'm actually going to purchase a new piece of equipment here pretty soon. But it was holding me back, saying, you know what, I don't have all the official equipment that these guys do. Like, can I really do a vlog with something like this? And the feedback I've gotten, like, most people wouldn't even know. I mean, you're shooting in 720p. I'd like it to be 1080p, but we'll upgrade as we get there. But, I mean, just these simple things, with your iPhone, you could do things like this. There really is no excuse for not being able to go out and do what you want.
And it's really more about content than quality anyway.
Exactly.
The video quality you have, whatever you use is okay. As long as your content's good, people really don't care if it's 1080p, if it's 4K. Most people don't even know what that is. So just be satisfied with what you have and make great stuff with what you have right now.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
And one other part to that music video I absolutely love. One of my favorite entrepreneurs, which I'm sure most people is Mark Cuban. I still don't know. So Lil Dicky did a documentary video after the music video to showcase how he put everything together. And he actually got Mark Cuban to do like a selfie video and send that into Lil Dicky for the music video. He got Kevin Durant as well.
Sarah Silverstone.
That's it, yeah. And they actually, they worked out some connections, like the agency that Lil Dicky uses, like they had a connection there or something like that. All right, so Dave Lil Dicky is actually going to be here in Richmond this weekend.
Not Dave's Little Dicky. That's
Dave Lil Dicky.
You can just say Little Dicky.
Yeah, one or the other.
This
one
is
or the other.
Dave, aka
I want
Lil
this
Dicky.
staying in the episode. By the way. All right, this is staying in the episode. Dave, aka Lil Dicky. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
He is going to be in Richmond this weekend doing a concert at U of R. This Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're actually reaching out to him, trying to get him on this show. So Lil Dicky, if you're watching this, we hope to have you on the Mr. Preneur TV episode right here. All right? All right, so just as an example, this is something that actually happened to me a few months back. All right? So I'm real active on Instagram, all social media platforms, but Instagram in particular. All right, so consistently 3 days a week, I'm constantly putting out Instagram material. So I happened to notice that for 4 days straight, there was this one guy that kept liking all of my photos. And I went into his profile and actually saw that he is one of the starting defensive ends for the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Blew my mind. So I actually went in, sent him a direct message, and I said, hey, man, appreciate you liking my content. I'm pretty aware that the NFL often brings in motivational speakers, like to kind of hype the guys up. Is there any chance that I could get the opportunity to connect with somebody who may be able to bring me in? Never in a million years did I think this guy would answer me back. But he actually did. He said, man, I love your content, but I have absolutely nothing to do with that. I can't handle that, but here's a guy who can. Long story short, I still haven't made the connect, Will. All right, I'm still not speaking over in Phoenix, Arizona with the Arizona Cardinals yet. But the simple fact that I made that connection, I mean, that could turn out to be something 2-3 years from now. Like, you never know. But the fact that people need to realize how connected you are through social media, through Twitter, Instagram, all these things. At any given moment, a celebrity or a famous business person can see your comments at any given time. I know a lot of people that I follow on YouTube, they're constantly bringing up the stuff that people are saying in the comment section, which blows my mind away. One of my favorite guys, I know Shane watches, Will just started getting on this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh, yeah.
I actually tweeted him one time, and he tweeted me back. I thought it was the most insane thing. Like, I had to take a screenshot. I sent it to Shane. I was like, dude, Gary V tweeted me back. And all he did was say TY for thank you. But it was still insanely awesome that I could reach somebody of his caliber. Like, this is a guy who's talking about owning the New York Jets one day. You know, he's one of the original investors in, like, Twitter and things like that. So really high up in the business world. He's been on Oprah, like, crazy stuff. But all these people are just a reach away. All right, so Will, you've been able to build a business from the ground up and starting on a moderate budget. I know all the equipment and the way you've built things is taking place over years. Mm-hmm. You didn't officially go into business for yourself until this year, but you know, kind of break down for everybody what it is like building a business on a budget and slowly putting that thing together.
Yeah, folks, it's definitely, it seems like basically a huge task to get all the equipment you need, to get all the supplies you need for your business. But if you do it piece by piece, it's really not too bad. Me, myself, I actually started stockpiling about maybe 3 years ago. Get my little paychecks from work, go invest in some equipment, go invest in a camera, go put some money down on a computer. And over time, when I look back at all my investments now, I'm like, wow, I could never afford to do this all at one time. I would be in debt, my credit cards would be maxed out. But by doing it piece by piece, getting nice things, investing in good things instead of cheap things that'll last you some years, you'll see that over time, you'll be able to stockpile a lot of good stuff. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and pull the trigger on your business and you'll have everything you need.
Awesome, awesome. If you guys see me shivering, I'm freezing out here, man.
Great out here.
Fall came nowhere in Richmond. All right, so Shane, I know one big thing, and you and I were in network marketing. We kind of got our feet wet with this. It's being able to go up to somebody you don't know, make an introduction, make connections. You know, that's a very difficult thing for a lot of people to do, especially if they're extremely introverted. So if you can hit on kind of how you built yourself up in your business to be able to go out and do things like that.
Yeah, so it's you really, I mean, ultimately, you have to work on yourself first. I mean, ultimately it's all a mental thing. You have to, and it sounds crazy, but it's actually scientifically proven to work. Are visualizations, being able to visualize the scenario of what you're going to do before you do it. It's actually really scientifically proven results that works. So that could be either right before you go out. A lot of people that are public speakers, right before they go out on the stage, they stop for a few minutes and they visualize what it is they're about to do. Because your mind doesn't know the difference. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference from the actual event as compared to the real event. So when you visualize the event before it happens, your mind takes that as an actual fact. So that when you get out there and do it, it thinks that it's already done it, and it makes you more relaxed. So ultimately, it's just a personal thing first that you have to get over. And one of the ways that I do that, because I always try to give somebody a tangible thing that you can do. The tangible thing that you can do in order to put yourself in that position is to visualize yourself in that position before you go into it.
I agree wholeheartedly.
That's something we did. I love this saying. A lot of people take it the wrong way, but fake it till you make it. I know we did a lot back in the day. We'd go drive through expensive neighborhoods, like look at these crazy homes. We'd go to the BMW dealership and we'd physically get behind the seat of that car, let that leather grass your bottom, all right? So you can physically feel like this is what it is. Like this is something that I want to achieve one day. And it's not all about the material things, but it's putting yourself in an environment where this becomes real for you at some point. You know, you can look at that as far as your network too. You know, once I started putting myself in circles where people were achieving great deals, and I saw these as no longer as people from a distance, but as my peers, I was able to see myself as that businessman I'd always wanted to be. And obviously we're all still growing, but putting ourselves in those type of environments will take your mind to the next level and allow you to achieve those things. But you have to force yourself in uncomfortable situations first in order to really get a feel for that and have your mind sense like, I need this. Like, I deserve this. Like, until I got, that first time I got behind that BMW, I'll tell you what, the first thing I did, the first time I got behind that BMW, the first thing I said was, this is a car I'm getting for my mom. Like, that's always been a dream of mine. I remember telling my dad when I was 11 years old, I said, Dad, one day I'm going to buy you a Cadillac. And he said, man, don't give me a Cadillac. I said, well, man, I'm going to make a lot of money when I'm older one day. I want to do something nice for you. He said, don't give me a Cadillac. Give me a Jaguar, because everybody rides Caddies. I said, all right, Pops, I'll get you a Jaguar. But we just want you guys to kind of take that in and realize, put yourself in those situations, and you'll put yourself one step closer to achieving those goals. So this episode was a little bit shorter. Sometimes we have longer episodes. Sometimes we have shorter ones. We just wanted to dedicate this one to Lil Dicky in honor of this concert this weekend. Lil Dicky, what you did with that music video was an inspiration to entrepreneurs all over the place. You showed everybody that it doesn't make a difference where you're from, what you look like. Once you see Lil Dicky in these videos, a white rapper in a predominantly black culture, like, it's hard to overcome that obstacle to begin with. But to do these things and face those struggles, to put together something epic, I mean, that really is a story that any entrepreneur can ride with. So, guys, we appreciate you joining in. 3 entrepreneurs, no rules, Mr. Preneur TV.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, have a great week.